Now, as you guys all know, last year in WWE 2K24, we got introduced with 4 new match types, which was the casket match, the ambulance match, the gauntlet match, as well as the special guest referee match. Now, we can say 2 of those matches aren't really new because they were in past WWE games, but that is besides the point because in today's video, we're going to be talking about a couple of match types that should be in WWE 2K25 next year that can make the game a whole lot more funner. Now, before we get into that, we're going to start off with a match type that is already in the game that just needs a little bit more improvement, which is the War Games match. As you guys all know, the War Games match was introduced back in WWE 2K23, and War Games is basically a match type that is a faction brawl with 2 rings and 2 steel cages. And like I said, this was introduced back in WWE 2K23, and we only had it for 3v3 and 4v4. Now, how they can improve this match type in WWE 2K25 next year is by having it a 5v5 War Games match. Now, we've seen this for the past couple of years in the WWE. We can take this all the way back to 2022, where we got Sheamus and his crew going up against the Bloodline, which was a 5-on-5 War Games match, all the way up until now, which for this year, we had CM Punk with the OG Bloodline going up against the new Bloodline that had Bronson Reed, and CM Punk and Bronson Reed have nothing to do with the Bloodline. So I feel like for WWE 2K25, they should improve the War Games match to 5-on-5 because that is what they've been traditionally doing since 2022, and it should have been in 2K23, so it should be in 2K25. Now, another match type that needs to be in WWE 2K25 next year is 3 Stages of Hell. Now, over here on my YouTube community tab, I did make a post asking you guys what match types would you like to see in 2K25 next year, and I've seen a lot of 3 Stages of Hell, and I feel like this match type should be in 2K25 next year because it will be a fun match type. Now, the last time we seen, a 3 Stages of Hell match was, I believe, back in 2019 with Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. Now, I think they actually called it a 2 out of 3 fall match, but as we all know, that is basically the 3 Stages of Hell. Now, last time we seen the 3 Stages of Hell match was back in WWE 2K15, which was the showcase mode with Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Now, I feel like how they can, add this in 2K25 and, make it in 2K25 is by, they can either, for one option, let us choose the 3 matches that we would like to see for it to be a 3 Stages of Hell match, or they can just give us one by default, which I feel like should be, a Fall Count Anywhere match, then a tables match, and for the last one, an ambulance match. Now, I like the first option more better, but if it was by default, I would like to see that. And also, let me know in the comment section down below, what was your favorite 3 Stages of Hell match? If I was to say, I'm going to go back to the 2013 John Cena versus Ryback's 3 Stages of Hell match. But like I said, this should be in WWE 2K25 next year. Now, another great match type that I feel like WWE 2K25 should have next year is the I Quit match. If you guys don't know, a I Quit match is where you're supposed to get your opponent to say the words, I quit. And the last time we seen a I Quit match in a WWE game was all the way back in WWE 2K17, and it was on the old gen consoles. Now, for WWE 2K24 this year, they added in a ton of new weapons, and one of the weapons were a microphone. Now, why would they add a microphone in the game this year? Well, to throw at your opponents and to also taunt, but to be on a serious note, to have fun with. Now, I feel like how they can utilize the microphone in the game for WWE 2K25 next year is by bringing the I Quit match. And since we already got the taunt animations, why not give it, one to the ref, like the ref have a taunt animation, because we already know we're probably not going to be able to get the ref voices due to the fact that, these are now real referees in the game instead of generic referees. So you probably won't get their voices. Now, if you do, that would be great. But if you don't, just get the referees to record some sort of lines that say, do you quit, or lines that goes with the I Quit match stipulation. Now, the last time we seen the I Quit match in real life was back at Clash at the Castles, which was Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles, which we had that match this year. Now, like I said, if they want WWE 2K25 to be a fun one, they should bring this match type back. And if they can't put this in both the old gen and new gen versions, at least make this exclusive to, new gen only. Therefore, people that are still on old gen will probably come over to new gen because they will want to play this match, and we can therefore get rid of old gen once and for all. Now, the last match type that I feel like WWE 2K25 should have is a strap match. Now, if you guys don't know, a strap match is when two competitors are tied together at the opposite end of a strap, which majority of the time it is a leather strap, but sometimes they do use a rope, which we've seen before. Now, the match has happened at least one time every year since 2022, which was Drew versus Karrion Kross, and we kind of seen it twice this year, which the first time was Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which was on an episode of Raw on February the 5th of 2024, but they called that a bull rope match. But the second time we seen a strap match this year was at Bash in Berlin on August 31st, and that was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, which the strap match was kind of newly designed. So we're going to talk about that too in just a second. Now, why I feel like this match type should be in the game is because it will be the first ever strap match type to be in a WWE game, and I also feel like it will be fun. Now, I feel like the way they can go about this is by giving us the one that we seen this year with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, because I feel like if they try to do it the old school way with the superstar, tied to the end of the strap and fighting each other, I feel like that'll be kind of hard. I mean, it won't be hard, it'll be more easier, but I feel like that is too basic. I feel like the newer way would be a little bit of more fun because, we have the two competitors tied to the end of the strap. We doing no pinfalls, no submissions, and the only way to win is by touching all four corners of the ring uninterrupted in success. Now, that would be fun. I feel like they can do something with a mini game with that, is when your superstar is down on the ground and there is a mini game that will pop up, and the only way to even get to the mini game is that the superstar must be somewhat damaged. So I feel like the superstar should be in the orange damage if they was to go about it. And the mini game pops up where you have to either click buttons or do the little mini game where you have to wait till it hit the middle and you click it and it goes and all of that. I feel like that would be great to do for each of the four corners when it comes to the ring. And once the superstar hit every corner, like the match rule is, the superstar wins. I feel like that'll be a great mini game as well as a match type in WWE 2K25, and I know a lot of people probably would play the mess out of that newly match type if it was to be in 2K25 next year. But let me know in the comment section down below, what match types would you like to see in WWE 2K25 next year? If I was to say mainly, I would for surely like to see the strap match in there. But a 3 stages of hell match would also be nice as well. But like I said, I want to know what you guys would like to see in the game next year. And also let me know in the comment section down below, are you excited for WWE 2K25 once it is released? Now, we are already going to be 2 months away before the game is released, so be prepared for a whole lot of videos. But anyways, Flick Section signing off, y'all. Peace.